a horrible dictator type person. I'm a dictator. But sometimes you need a dictator.
The House has passed the Save America Act, which would require IDs people don't have to vote, either for America or for the Democrat Party. But don't worry, the Dow is up. Good American John Thune allowed that we had to destroy democracy in order to save it. If voters don't want to be suppressed, they should stop making satirical remarks about the landslided emperor. People, dissent responsibly. Have some respect for God and Trump.
I've never protested before in my entire life, but sorry. I watched 4th and 5th grade kids run away from our own government.
ICE, the new Klux Klan. In an attempt to save face in the face of well-organized opposition in Minneapolis, Tom Homan has withdrawn his Thagoons to be repositioned in another Democrat city. Or not. It's hard to say. When the state makes a statement, it's often hard to know what the state meant. President Consistent is insistent that it was he who performed the quadruple axel on ice in Milan. He sent Kanye to grab the gold medal off of Ilya Malinin, but the alleged American athlete was tipped off and contrived to fall down twice on ice to avoid getting robbed. He then somehow just skated away, quadruply. Sports commentators are divided, with some saying that Trump should indeed be put on ice, while others say ice should be abolished.
And I decided I was going to come out here and stay with you guys and be part of this, because I never want to see a child ever run away from our own government ever again.
The pride flag at New York's Stonewall National Monument has disappeared. A woman who suggested hanging pride flags in all 247 surrounding businesses and apartments has also disappeared. Apparently, Squealer comes in at night to steal flags and change the rules on the wall, which 62% of Americans find pretty off the wall. The federal directive banning non-USA flags at USA national parks comes with some exceptions, including flags that provide historical context, like, say, a pride flag. Vietnam has rushed to sign up for the Board of Peace, a collection of leaders who are united in being Board of Peace. The eager sign-up tells us one of two things. Either they are thoroughly cowed by the superpower that worse than cowed them half a century ago, or they crave the company of despots. After all, they have generously given the author of a satirical video 5 years vacation in a place that does not resemble a prison. It is one. Of course, this is only one of a dozen or 100 uncounted examples. Wags are wagging their tongues trying to decipher whether new leader To Lam is a new Gorbachev or a Xi Jinping sequel. The idea that that's the best the world can do, once liberated from French, Chinese, and American imperialism, gives one pause. In Times Speak News, Standards editor Susan Wessling comments on the Gray Lady's coverage of Minneapolis, quote, "Steer away from language that takes sides or conveys an opinion. We uncover wrongdoing. We don't declare guilt or innocence." Suppose you also refuse to expose because that would be taking sides. And would you try to be even-handed in coverage of, say, Hitler? Is journalistic objectivity a norm or a myth? Is the neglect of context every bit as biased as its inclusion? These and many other questions are seldom asked. President Cole has canceled clean energy funding in Biden-Harris states. Clean energy, if you don't know, is one of the official Democrat things. He has said he loves the smell of deportations in the morning. He also loves the smell of destroying America and the world. Sorry, not destroying, fixing. Israel is annexing the West Bank. 8 presidents promised this would never happen. What else did our revered liar leaders mislead us about? Besides, everything. It's interesting the spread of different approaches the various media take, ranging from reporting things too little too late to blaming Jews, Muslims, and space lasers. New York's Marxist Mayor Mamdani has repurposed the city's Economic Development Corporation as an engine for social justice, emphasizing reduced cost of living, union jobs, and employment for those who find themselves diverse. Reaction from the business anti-community has been cautious, one wag noting that most corporations are not necessarily bad actors. No, sir. They are, in fact, unnecessarily bad actors. Unnecessary for those who get acted upon, anyhow. The prez of the Brooklyn Chamber of Horrors and Commerce advised that the mayor would be foolish to discard the successful track record on the economy, not adding the success in ensuring long-term poverty as a quiet, backgrounded civic good. Climate alarmism has created an alarming climate in politics and is a Leninistic plot, according to Jeffrey Clark, a veteran of domestic wars, which is to say, part of the Trump brain don't trust. The pending elimination of the endangerment finding, which found that we are about to perish, heralds an exciting climax to the campaign to eliminate a smorgasbord of species, habitats, and coastlines. Also, people.